Hello, my Star Atlas family. Guess what? It's me. I'm back again. I know I always keep making Star Atlas videos. You just can't get rid of me, okay? So in this episode, I'm going to talk to you very briefly about the new economic changes that they've actually implemented. They made announcements about this before, and now it's actually live. So I wanted to cover this very briefly so we can have just a small discussion and so that you are aware about it. So what has actually changed? Let's read the new patch notes so you can get updated, okay? This is for patch version 1.3. So Dominic says, we're introducing big changes to the Star Atlas economy that's aimed to bring continuous evolution and sustainability. Between you and I, Sage Labs is a great place to be right now. Read the changes. So he's trying to get us into Sage Labs. He wants people to start moving off of Score, which eventually people will have to start doing, right? We know this because it's a game. You can't just be passively staking and just be getting Atlas and not doing anything. They want you to actually use your stuff. So that means you have to go to Score and participate in the economy. Okay, but first off, what are the big changes? Atlas emissions are being implemented in Sage Labs starting today. That's awesome news, right? This is now like literally play to earn, right? In order to support the health of Atlas, in addition to adding emissions to Sage Labs, we've reduced emissions in Score faction fleet for all ships uniformly by 33%. So previously people were just staking their stuff in Score to be able to get, Atlas. That has now gone down by 33%. Now you got to work that out if it's still worth it for you to be in Score or for you to now go to Sage and start mining and doing all this extra stuff to get this extra little thing that they're putting out now. So go and craft a Council RFR in Sage Labs. Recipe is not available in the 3D version of Sage yet, and sell it into the marketplace to get a fixed amount of Atlas, okay? So note, we currently have an update in progress to make sure a fee or buddy link isn't applied when selling your Council RFR to the Star Atlas. So basically what are they saying? They are saying go and craft something called the Council RFR, and here it is on the marketplace. And you are not wrong. If you look over here, you can see the first person that's buying this is the Star Atlas DAO themselves, okay? They're buying it for 2 Atlas. Let me get rid of myself. They're buying it for 2 Atlas, okay? 2 Atlas each. Let's have a read of the description. A token voucher for a bundle of crafted resources requested by the Council of Peace Security Force to support the reconstruction efforts in the medium zone, redeemable for Atlas in the Galactic Marketplace. So, obviously they have a base rate for this. It's 2 Atlas, okay? People are trying to sell it for 4 Atlas. No, there's no point in doing that. There's no point in buying it for 4 and selling it for 2, because the base rate is 2. And anyone who's buying it, who wants to buy it above 2 is kind of stupid, because there's no point in doing that. You get what I mean, right? So, this is the Council RFR. What does it actually take to go and craft it? Let's go to the Sage map and let's just have a look at the CSS and let's see how much it will take, my friends. Let's go to the base, let's go crafting workshop, and then let's scroll down and Council RFR. There we are. We need 67 fuel, 17 ammo, 22 toolkits, 45 fuel, ammo 17, 45 fuel, 8 electromagnets, 13 electronics, 11 power source, 4 absorbers, 3 accelerators, and 17 frameworks, and all of a sudden there's 1 survey data unit. So already I know the data unit is probably the highest value item in that whole thing. And then you get 1 RFR and you'll be able to sell that on for some 2 Atlas, okay? It sounds like a small amount, but you can do this in bulk, right? You can do this in bulk a lot and then sell it. So let's have a look very briefly about the constituents to this. So I'm using the atlas.evi, very good crafting thing, and it already has the Council RFR in there. So you can see here, these are all the different things needed, and this is the current price to actually go and craft this. It says 1.8676. Now, I don't believe that, because I think this should have already been arbitraged away. Okay, there are people on the market who would have seen this and would have bought everything they could have to the prices so that they could just get a little bit of extra Atlas. So I think this may be either outdated or it's only looking at the buy prices rather than the sell prices, in which case that's a different story, okay? So right now it's saying the Atlas to craft this, according to EVI, is 1.86, okay? So the idea is that you could buy it using all of the resources here, okay? And then go and sell it to Star Atlas DAO for 2 Atlas. And then all of a sudden you get, 0.14 Atlas extra. I don't know how much Atlas is trading for, but you can work the math out. You do that 100,000 times, you got it, right? Now, you can actually only do this so far 18 million times to be able to sell it. So I think this will actually be done very, very soon, because right now there's no crafting. Like, once the golden ticket's finished, there's nothing else people are going to be doing, right? So that being said, let's have a look at the constituents. Like the thing that costs the most in there is a survey data unit at 0.9 Atlas. Okay, you only need one of them. Everything else is low. There's nothing above 0.2 Atlas. So if you have any of these items that are like a higher value, like survey data units, this might be a good way to use it and just translate that very easily to get some Atlas anyway. So let's keep going. Now, very interesting. Look at this. The raw materials. If you buy everything on markets, it's 1.8. But if you just get the raw material, it's 1.649. Now, I want you to really keep in mind here, this arbitrage thing, this kind of way, doesn't actually include the cost to craft the damn thing, okay? To craft all the way to electromagnet, to craft to electronics, to power source, to radiation absorbers, to frameworks, to particle accelerators, that costs crew, okay? And all your crew are in certain ships. So if you have like a massive ship, you're not going to use that crew to just craft this to get 2 Atlas. No, that's a waste of time. You have to consider the crafting cost that it's going to cost you to go and craft this. So let's go back here. I think they did say they were increasing here we go. We've updated the Atlas fee for crafting to be 7% of the trailing 7-day craft market in-game price, adjusted from 10%. So right now, if it's going to cost you, every little thing is still going to cost you more and more and more to craft. It's still 7% at every little stage. So you really have to factor that in before you actually go and sell this on the market for 1 or for 2 Atlas, okay? And at that point as well, when you go and sell this, do you actually accrue, do they charge you the 6% fee, right? I don't know. Do they charge you the 6% fee? I'm not sure. Should I keep reading? Let's see. Select ships have received an increase in the necessary resources it takes to redeem them. We knew this was coming. They increased the ship's resources, Calico Max Hog and Thimble Mamba, and you'll see people are probably redeeming them now. They're trying to rush to get them out because they're going to be increasing the prices. But anyway, coming back to this, please keep in mind that it also costs you time, and it costs you Atlas to go and craft all of this stuff, to go and actually get the 2 Atlas each. So please be very careful. Make sure the math actually works out for you before you end up just going to rush through and get all of it. Otherwise, it's a net Atlas loss, okay? Yeah, so that's that. Now, the reason why they're probably bringing this on, of course, is because the golden tickets are going to be finishing very, very soon, okay? Golden tickets were a great sink in the market, but now the last one is going to be finishing, let's see, when? In 8 hours and 32 minutes. This is the last event. This is event number 8, okay? So, after this, there will be no more golden tickets. There should be no more golden tickets crafted because it's not going to be doing anything, okay? This one, I'm very surprised that everyone hasn't just barreled in and put in all their golden tickets. There's only 380. There should be a lot more. There should be like over 1 million golden tickets floating around, probably. I haven't actually looked at the soul scan to see how much there is left over. But every single one should be taken off the marketplace and should be put in here because there is no point to them afterwards, okay? Now, with this change in the crafting and also the new item here, I wanted to have a look because the Atlas emissions from Score has reduced by 33%. So I wanted to go ahead and look at the ship data on the AFIA flip side just to see if some of the ships are still profitable. So I'm not actually sure if this has been updated yet. So Victor, not sure. Strutugo, I'm not sure if this is updated, but I just wanted to show the rest of the community out there. So this is, of course, small ships, and I'm going to take myself away so you can look at this, okay? This is the profitability in a percentage term for some of these small ships you can see. And all of them, none of them are even below 60% right now. They're crazy profitable still, okay? And this is 80% for God's sake for some of these medium ships. Large ships are near 80% profitability. So that's still pretty good, right? So I'm thinking the 33% hasn't actually been implemented, at least on this graph, right? Maybe on the blockchain side it probably has, but on the graph I don't think so, okay? Now I'm going to keep a close eye on this because I'm going to tell you when some of these ships will be non-profitable, and I don't think any of them will be yet, but if Atlas starts going down, yes, that is likely to happen, okay? Now, Lastly, the team are also saying they're not giving away. The imps that they have on the market are going to be, 15 or 20% off of something. So the VWAP of one is actually 27k, you can see there. But coming back to this, you can see that it's on $20,000. So please feel free to go and buy one if you want to support the team and use their self-referral method, if you know what I mean. Now, lastly, before I go, this was a very short video just to tell you about the new resource out there. I want to shout out to one of the greatest staratlas content creators, Atlas Theory. He has made a really nice short film that I was like captivated by, and it was just nice cinematography. Okay, so please go ahead, watch it, give him some likes, give him some suggestions. I feel like I left a comment. I feel like I'm being left behind because he's doing all this cool stuff, and I just make one video every 3 days or so. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I want you to go and watch it and tell them what you think. Okay, I'm going to leave the link to this video in the comment section. All right. So, my friends, I'm going to leave you and love you as always. Thank you very much. This has been MetaVerse Explorer covering what you need to know in staratlas. Please be careful when you go and craft this new council RFR token. All right. Ciao.